What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day we actually went ahead and live streamed the Ubisoft showcase where they had some actual information for the future of Xdefiant regarding, of course, Season 1. And if you guys are interested in any of these live streams where we go over this stuff, play Xdefiant, squad up with each other, and just have simply a good time, you guys can find the link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. And that stream always goes live between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So, of course, if you guys want to participate, like I said, hit up that stream. But we went ahead and checked it out, and let me tell you guys something. We are in for an absolute freaking treat when it comes to the future of this game. Of course, if you guys are interested in seeing all this type of content on this channel, we post daily here, Xdefiant and Black Ops 6 at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel and hit that bell. And we are really close to 50,000 subscribers as well. The support has been absurd recently. You guys have been putting in that just the most insane amount of work I've ever witnessed. I appreciate that more than you guys can possibly imagine. And again, if you guys just want to stay notified on all this stuff, subscribe and hit that bell. But I want to kind of dissect what went on in this trailer here that you guys are watching as the background footage and let you guys know what we are going to be getting our hands on when it comes to Xdefiant in the future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you could probably already tell, yes, the Rainbow Six Siege faction is going to be coming in first and foremost. I thought it was going to be Assassin's Creed. I got to be honest with you guys. I thought that was going to be the first implementation, but no, they went ahead with Rainbow Six Siege, and I'll be real, I'm actually pretty excited and happy about this one. You see, for me personally, when it comes to Xdefiant, one of my biggest problems, even though I have said things about people stacking characters and, so on and so forth, but one of the biggest issues is the amount of grenade spam. Now, don't get me wrong, it's extraordinarily smart to go ahead and frag out an OBJ before you, clearly push it, but man, oh man, every single time you're on the B objective, there is at least 4 or 5 frags that you have to dance around. Now, is it impossible to avoid them? No, it's not impossible to avoid them. You can still get it done. But is it a pain in the butt to try to get around that stuff? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. So realistically, we needed something like a trophy system implemented into, obviously Xdefiant here. And that is what this faction is going to go ahead and bring, at least from what it looks like. It seems like they are holding, Jaeger's device in one of the images here. So I'm assuming that Jaeger's device is going to come into Xdefiant and it's going to be treated as a trophy system within this game, which once again is absolutely freaking huge, I say, because we can finally have a little counterplay to people spamming the OBJ so hard. Of course, also, not just, the Jaeger device, but they're going to have barbed wire, because obviously they're the Rainbow Six Siege faction, and that's one of the, the things that people use in Rainbow Six Siege, barbed wire. I don't know how I feel about this, and personally, I have a little bit of a feeling that barbed wire is going to be easy to destroy, and I wouldn't even be shocked if they allowed EMP grenades to take down barbed wire. I know it doesn't make too much sense, obviously, but it wouldn't shock me if that was the case. I feel like the barbed wire will be decently balanced in some way, shape, or form, because can you imagine a 6-stack of Rainbow Six Siege operators putting barbed wire all around the B flag to make it impossible to hop on? Oh, that might be a pain in the butt, but I feel like, a nice frag or something will easily take out the majority of that, and it won't be too big of an issue. It will just help slow down the opponent so you can get a better position over time, so that's nice. And then obviously the ultimate for the Rainbow Six Siege operators. Now, this is confusing because I've seen a couple of ults. One of them obviously is the shield, but the other one kind of looks like it's like an eagle badge or something like that. Now, I don't know if the ult changes. Maybe it's the eagle badge before you unlock it and then it turns into the riot shield. I don't know. I'm starting to think that the Rainbow Six Siege faction is going to have 2 separate styles of ults, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. We didn't get to see what the Eagle one is, but we did get to witness the Riot Shield. Yes, they're bringing in Blitz Riot Shield, baby. One of the most obnoxious Riot Shields known to mankind. Basically, you can pull this bad boy out and flash opponents that you're rushing up to. But again, it's not going to be as bad in Xdefiant as it is in Rainbow Six Siege because it's going to be an ultimate ability, okay? This isn't going to be something that you're running around with 24/7 flashing people. This is going to be something that you have to wait for your ult to charge. You're going to have to get enough bodies, enough OBJ score in order to use this. And honestly, I think it's going to be pretty useful for capturing objectives, having like, at least a good 10, 15 seconds to charge up to the B flag and try to make a play with this thing. I think it's going to work pretty nicely. And, I know people hate riot shields, but I'm going to be real. The current riot shield that we have in the Phantoms is so garbage. It's so easy to counter that riot shield. Shoot them in the feet. There's a way to shoot them in the head. It's easy just to run at them and jump behind them and shoot them. And also with no enemy, what's the word I'm looking for? God, why is it skipping my mind? Collision. Sorry, I couldn't think of it for a second. Since there's no enemy collision, you can basically run right through the riot shield. If they don't time out their punch good enough, you can run right through them and shoot them them in the back. It's hilarious. So that's useless. So it's kind of cool to see a different riot shield come in. That is obviously an ultimate. It's not a little side charge that comes every 20-30 seconds. That would be horrible. If you could use the blitz shield every 20 to 30 seconds, then it will be a problem. But using this blitz shield once, maybe twice if you're good enough a match, I think is good because that's what the ults are for. The ults are supposed to be something that comes every so often, and then you got to think. You got to think, when should I use this? How should I use this? How can I benefit my team with this? And I think that's going to work pretty nicely. You know, having a riot shield with a flash on it, you could really time out some really strong strategic, B pushes along with countering other ults like the medic ult. You can flash them while they least expect it, and then they can't shoot you while they have 200 HP, or you can flash a phantom character with their bubble and you can work your way into it. And you can do a lot of different things. Probably flashing the flamethrower won't work too well because obviously they could just shoot you right through and just keep spraying the flamethrower, but the counterplay seems to be there, and I like that. So, I'm really excited for the Rainbow Six Siege faction here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the weapons, guys. I'm really pumped about this one. We are getting the LVOAC. I believe, it's an assault rifle. I don't know if this is from the Division or if it's from Ghost Recon. You guys are going to have to go ahead and fill me in on these details down in the comments section. I couldn't really figure it out. I think it's either Ghost Recon Wildlands or it's the Division. But again, you guys let me know. They have a sawed-off shotgun. I'm a little iffy with this one. Again, you guys know me. I love Xdefiant, and I want all success for this game. But doesn't it seem kind of pointless to already have a double-barrel shotgun in this game, and then they're going to add in another DLC weapon that's a sawed-off? I feel like that should just be an attachment for the double barrel, instead of just a completely different gun. But, so be it. I don't really use shotguns that much in this game, so I don't know if you guys are going to care for that. But the last one is the best one. The L115, baby. The juicy sniper, bro. Oh, an absolute demon. And honestly, this is going to be pretty cool to mess around with, especially with the sniping in this game. And when they fix up flinch, I think it's going to be nice and balanced. So, I'm hoping that all of this stuff can trickle out in a nice, timely manner. And for those who didn't catch it, I know they didn't really actually publicly showcase this, but there's going to be C4 in Xdefiant here. At least it looks like C4. It looks like a C4 image at the bottom of the screen during one of these segments. I think on the map that's from Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not sure when that segment is. But again, it looks like it's a C4 icon, which, again, to me personally, I think that's cool. And I'll be real, I know I'm going to be toxic for this and I might get a lot of hate, but I hope that C4 works. Like classic Call of Duty, baby. I want some BO2 C4 sandwiches. I want to be lobbing these suckers. You know what I'm saying? I want to be lobbing them and blowing people up. Whoo, that's going to be fun to use. But I have a feeling that's going to be a more balanced. It's probably not going to be busted. It's more than likely going to be balanced, and you're going to maybe want to set it up a little bit and get it prepped for enemies that are pushing in instead of pushing people and lobbing it at them and exploding it on impact, man. Those days were really addicting, but we'll see how the C4 is balanced out here, guys. And then lastly, the maps we're getting. Now, I'm really excited about this because the maps are from other games. First and foremost, we're getting Clubhouse from Rainbow Six Siege, bro. One of my favorite maps in the game is being introduced into Xdefiant with a different playstyle. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see how they go ahead and make this work out in Xdefiant, because they've done a fantastic job with bringing, like Far Cry and the Division, environments and stuff like that into the mix here and giving you those vibes from the games, but at the same time having it, feel like it's made for an arcade shooter. That's very hard to do, but these developers have been doing a banging job making sure all these maps play nicely. So I'm curious how Clubhouse will play, because it's made around Rainbow Six Siege angle. So I want to see if they're going to mess with stuff to make it work better for an arcade style game. Then of course Daytona from The Crew. We're going to get a racetrack map, but one of my favorites that I saw is Rockefeller. I think that map looks freaking outstanding. It's beautiful, gorgeous, and I'm really excited to try Rockefeller. But I have a question. Where's that map from? I can't really think of it, man. I tried to ask my chat today, but we really couldn't, pull it together. We're thinking maybe Far Cry? But I don't think it's in the Division. I don't think it's, a Ghost Recon game or anything like that. I don't know where Rockefeller actually comes from. So if you guys know, leave it down in the comment section on what your best guess is for this map here. Then, of course, we're going to be getting Capture the Flag, an iconic arcade-style game mode. That's going to be really fun to play. And we're getting the Prestige system, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, don't forget, I do want to mention this. We are getting Team Deathmatch probably within the next week or two in Xdefiant. So don't worry about that. We're still going to be getting Team Deathmatch, and Search and Destroy is still scheduled. This is just the game mode that they showcased at the event, Capture the Flag. But what really matters is, oh man, the Prestige system, baby. Yes, I know Black Ops 6 is going to have a Prestige system now. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. But before before, Call of Duty started trying to bring that player base back, guess who was the ones that were going to acknowledge this first and foremost? The people working on Xdefiant. So yes, it's still coming into the game. They got it planned, and it should be dropping with Season 1, and the prestige icons look absolutely gorgeous. And same thing with the bundles. I've been saying for a while now that I want to support this team. They put together a banging game, and you guys know I don't say this very often. I'm not a microtransaction guy, but realistically, I want to give them some money. I really do, but the bundles have just been very mediocre. Just not worth the cash, in my opinion. So I've been waiting for some better ones, and let me tell you, they got some fire bundles coming your way, and I'm really excited to see what comes with Season 1. Shoot, even further, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, when they start going a little bit more all out with the skins and bundles. I really want to see how creative they can actually get with this game. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's all they really showcased. I'm kind of sad because instead of allowing the developers to come on and maybe talk about the game a little bit more, they just skipped it and went straight over to Skull and Bones. Like anybody gives a crap about that game right now. No, we wanted to see a little bit more Xdefiant. Sadly, we didn't get any more details about what's going on, maybe potential, future patches, fixes that they really are planning and they're really excited to give, all that stuff. But I heard that I think on the 2nd of next month, I think that's when the new season starts as well for all this content, they're going to have a little bit of an update where they are going to be talking live with the developers. So at least they're showing Xdefiant still that love, that priority, putting them in the spotlight to allow them to address their community. That's going to be good. I was just hoping for a little bit more talk from the devs, but minus no talks, this was good. This was a great trailer. The content that we're going to be going ahead and getting looks really solid, and realistically, I'm excited to get my hands on it. I gotta be real, but guys, go down in the comments section. Let me know what you all think about this stuff. Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And if you want to check out any of my live streams, I'm going to be live today over on Twitch between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to hang out with me, chat it up, you guys can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next one. Peace out.